the fm2. Trying to get the depth of field preview lever off, and I made a tool like this, just bending it and sharpening and just rounding the ends off a little bit. It's just about strong enough steel to do it, and whether you can see this, there's a double pinhole in there. I had to go with a few other things and I kind of scratched it a little bit. This seemed quite good. I put some WD-40 on it, but I had to be really firm. It was really tight, but this camera had been in the water, and it's 30 years ago. So, but you can poke it in and it'll turn. You'll have a really good push. It's fairly seized up. There's a screw inside there behind it. In this side, not a screw, a spring in here. This is the first time I've done this, so I'm going to put it on my FM2 and the lever's pinged off. Now whether it's going to work, because it kind of won't take a picture now, it either locks the mirror or something doesn't quite work, so I'm going to try and take this off and put it on the other body. And this is what came off. The little screw came off. You can download a schematic of the whole mechanism. There's an FM2, I think it's like a repair manual online, which I googled, and it shows you the whole piece because it's connected to this lever inside. And sometimes if it jams up, you can push that little lever there and release it. Sometimes it just goes black. From what I remember years ago. Okay, I just pulled this depth of field lever off, and you'll see there's a little what's it called? A little washer there, just on hanging on, and we'll pull that off. Looks like it's got a little square shape to it that you have to match with the square shaped screw hole fitting there. And I just rested it, put the collar on, sorry, the washer, put this depth of field lever, and then put the screw in the top. It just about rested on there, and hopefully when I screw this in it'll pull out place where the screw goes in, because it was a little bit sunken in, but it's yanked off on a cycle ride, so I'm hoping it's all going to work when it all goes back together. This goes on, and then this goes on. They're all okay. You can just get the holes so they line up, and the collar underneath just lines up. And screws back in. I'm just going to see if it works without the depth of field preview, but I don't think it will. Yeah, it does work without the depth of field preview screw. Sorry, the spring engaging. It just pushes back and stays there, and you don't want it. It's got to spring back. So that's a problem I need to solve, and I'm going to try it on this one first and see if I can open this and get this and have a look at it. And then come back and do this one. Okay, I was trying to access, there's a little hook in there, and it's supposed to hook back, I think. Oh, to keep this lever has to be like this. This is the actual one that works, and you see it's springed. So I think the hook is back over a little pin on the side, and I need to get in and somehow with a little fork push it in, push it back, and then over this little pin. But it's difficult to see from the diagram. On the manual it shows it as the dark black hash 301, kind of, which curls here, but it's difficult to comprehend this. I assume this is here is the spring and it hooks in, very difficult. These are the instructions. It's just difficult to tell. It shows figure 18, shows the hook, how to hook 313 in place. Where's that? There. And this is 313 here. Points to, it's showing it there, you see on that. 313 is the hook here. So it's a bit confusing. This is the hook here, and I would assume it would go round and then hook over this to pull it back and let go. So to access, to give a bit more room here, I unscrewed this front plate. It just goes over the lens release thing there. Button, and get it off. And underneath is this, which only goes in one place. You can see they're curled concave here, and as long as you get these three lined up, it'll just kind of slots in. It only slots in one way, and so it's very hard. You won't put it back together unless it's that way. And then that gives you a bit of access to here without putting my light on. I don't think I can